If we had listened to Dave Ramsey, we would not have what we have now, which is a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio. He has a ton of recommendations about how to spend your money, and honestly, a lot of them are wrong.
Couldn't agree more. He just came out with a video I just watched on YouTube the other day where he talks about, 2024 goals, and he says pay off all your student debt. Average student debt right now is about $30,000, and the average interest rate on student debt is 5.8%. The reason why I disagree so strongly about this, if you had $30,000 just sitting in your bank account and you had two choices. One, I could pay off that student debt, which is what Dave Ramsey says to do, or I could invest that and potentially make more than 5.8%, which is the interest rate I'm paying on that student debt. Why wouldn't I do that?
All day.
If I could generate enough money through that $30,000 investment, investing in a piece of real estate or in the stock market or cryptocurrency, whatever you want to do that you think you can generate more than 5.8%, do that, because then ultimately you'll have way more money to pay off that student debt in the long, and just keep
100%.
Not saying don't pay your student debt, but just make the monthly payments.
That's like one side of a duplex. Takes care of your payment. Boom. And the rest is cash flowing. Bought my duplex, and then guess what I wanted my next purchase? Fancy car.
Yep.
And I let the duplex pay for every single car that I had. I remember there was a string of like literally a decade where I made no car payments.
Let your assets pay for your liabilities.
Bingo.
What's another one?
This next one is so easy to squash. 15-year mortgage.
Oh my God.
He wants you to get a 15-year mortgage. And I get it. Like, who doesn't want to pay off the mortgage faster? But the thing is you can get a 30-year and just pay it like a 15.
Yeah, you can add an additional payment to each payment if you want. But at least I have the option to do it. Why not? Why pigeonhole yourself to a 15-year note where maybe you lose your job and now what? At least on a 30-year payment, that payment is so much less than you can probably make do.
Jump on Google, type in mortgage calculator, your home price and the interest rate and everything, figure out what a 15-year is, because when you have a 15-year, you can't pay like a 30. Because then you wouldn't be paying enough on your mortgage. Get a 30, pay it like a 15 if
you also have to think about, like, run the numbers to see what your monthly payment would be on a 15-year versus a 30-year, and that difference in payment that you're saving on a 30-year, take that money and go invest it.
Correct.
Right? Go invest it, and then you could potentially have more money to pay it off in 15 years. One of his things says, go get a new side hustle, go get a new gig, and I could not disagree more with that. And the reason being, I think you should become an expert of your craft in that one industry or that one topic that you are working in. Maybe you're a financial analyst. Like, do whatever you can in that role to get a promotion, to get an increase in pay, to ultimately make more money. Don't start taking away from that by doing side hustles here and there just to pay off debt. Like, I would try to maximize your career in whatever that is.
I mean, unless you have something that you've been doing for a number of years as a side hustle, then I guess I can see maybe cultivating that. But like, start selling lemonade on the side of the road because you want to get into a house probably isn't a good idea.
I would say I would rather just focus 100, like we've done wholesaling, we've done flipping, we've done realtor, we've done lending. The one thing that you're really good at is lending, and that makes you the most amount of money. And the one thing I'm really good at is being a broker and a real estate agent. And that's what I should really focus on, versus dipping my toes in all these other assets. So if I have a lot of debt to pay off, I should just work harder in my real estate agent career versus then trying to go flip a house and then go wholesale some properties. And then, maybe I want to get into crypto and try to learn that. That's taking away from the thing I'm really good at.
Go 100 miles deep instead of wide.
Exactly.
Boom. Don't buy a house until you're married, or don't buy a house with someone that you're not married to. Basically.
Right. I bought a house and I'm not married yet.
I did this as well. To be honest, like, it's going to be messy either way. Let's be real. Like, if I'm married and I own a house with my wife, like, if things end, like, it's going to be messy. There's no avoiding the mess, married or not.
I know a lot of people, friends and family, that they have no plans to ever get married. Both of them don't want to get married, and they own a house together. I own a house together with my fiance. Like, we plan to get married, but we've owned the house for 2 years before we got married.
Some of Dave's things, this is sort of like a widespread thing, is like a little bit antiquated. Like, people nowadays aren't getting married in the same fashion as they were in like the 50s. That's what you did. You got married in your 20s and you bought a house and the whole nine. But people just aren't doing those same things, and his messages aren't changing.
Ultimately, I think I disagree a lot more with what he says than agree.
No doubt.
So I know he threw a lot of things out there that are potentially controversial, but so I'd love to hear your thoughts if you agree or disagree with what we think and what your thoughts are by disagreeing with Dave Ramsey. It's allowed us to scale to where we're at today, which is a multi-million-dollar rental portfolio. And if you like what you heard today, be sure to like and subscribe, comment your thoughts below.